Hey guys, welcome to part 4 of how I make my karaoke videos. Please check out parts 1, 2, and 3 in the description below. Today we'll be looking at editing and mixing. This video is going to be a bit technical, so please bear with me. I'll try to explain as much as I can. I did try to cut this video as short as I can because originally this was a 2.5-hour video. So here I will start by quantizing the drums. So this is the drum track, and I will look for notes that are not in time. As you can see here, these notes are not in line with the grid. So I'm going to hit the shortcut Q to quantize these notes. Now they're quantized or in line with the grid. I listen again. I don't try to quantize everything. I still want it to sound human. So I'm just going to look for notes that are really, really off. Like this hi-hat here. That kick. There's another section here. I blame the screen recording for this awful performance. Okay, so this part is quite important, so I need everything to be quantized in this part. So I want the kick and the piano part as well to be quantized. So this is the piano track. I'm going to select that part. But what I'm going to do is not hit Q for quantize, but instead I'm nudging it to preserve the human feel of individual fingers. Okay, so after quantizing all of the drums, I am right here. I'm adding a reverb effect on the piano track. I'm just selecting a stock plugin from Logic and just find a nice preset and then tweak from there. So this knob allows me to put more or less of that effect. Let us check the before and after the effect. Probably change another preset. It sounds nice. Okay, so I just realized I need to add more high pads on these parts. Okay, so moving on, before I start a lot of mixing, I would assign colors to the tracks. I don't have a specific theme. I just need to be able to identify the tracks clearly. Okay, so let's start with acoustic guitar. Let me solo this. Change the panning to the center. We'll start with a compressor. Very briefly, the compressor's job is to balance the levels of the loud parts and the soft parts of the instrument. So after finding the right setting, I listen and and move to my next step, which is EQ. Here, I'll be cutting out the low frequencies that I don't need and enhancing some frequencies that I like. I then listen to both piano and acoustic guitar and make sure their frequencies sit well within each other. Right now, I'm going to be experimenting with duplicating the acoustic guitar and giving it a different process than the original acoustic guitar. So I play around with different EQs and compressors. Those are both the acoustic guitars. I then send both acoustic guitars to their own bus and see if I can process both guitars together. So I'll be trying out different plugins for this. I think I'd end up going back to the CLA plugin. Okay, next I'm just going to quickly EQ the piano. Make sure it sits well with the pad as well. A lot of tweaking between instruments, making sure they all sound nice together. I'm just going to quickly forward this. This effect is called an exciter. Makes the piano sound nice. I think I end up muting one of the acoustic guitars anyway. Wow. Okay. After all those instruments, we're going to go to the bass guitar. I'm going to apply a compressor. Make the sound more balanced in volume. Now I'm adding an amp, a bass amp. It's a simulator because when I record my bass, it's directly to the computer, so there's no amp. So I have to simulate with this software. So now I'm listening to both the bass guitar and the bass drum, making sure they both sit well. Next, we go to the electric guitar. This is the clean sound. So I'll play with different presets and then tweak from there. So same story as the bass guitar. I record my electric guitar direct, so I use an amp simulator as well. This time I'm gonna do some volume automation. What you see here is that this line represents the volume of the track. So I put points in there to change the volume of the track. Okay, I realize I have to add a shaker in this song. So I'm just checking the Apple loops for a nice shaker loop and just add it to the sections that I needed. Okay, now, so we go to the overdriven guitar. Let's move on. I'm adding some reverb on the snare. It's the effect you hear. Okay, I'm adding another instrument, which is a cymbal roll. Trying to find the sound. That's the sound I need. Recording. They just need to add those to different parts of the song. Very quickly mix the tom, make it sound good. I like using this plugin for the toms. More automation. This is the guitar click. I want it to sound like it's coming in and out. When I do this, you're going to see the fader go up and down. More automation. This one is to fade out the instrument. Some instruments I can just apply a quick fade. Okay, so I decided to add another instrument. I find that I needed more low end to the song. So I'm doubling up the bass guitar with this bass synth. More tweaking. Then I record. And more automation. Okay, after a few hours of mixing, I put a mastering plugin at the end for polishing and get it ready for publishing. Some last minute EQing. Do a final listen. And then I bounce or export the whole mix. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the process. Make sure you don't miss part 5 by subscribing and hitting that notification bell because there's going to be something new for part 5. I'm going to be editing the video. See you and God bless.